Hey you guys, it's your girl Star and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining us, and if you're oldie but a goodie, thank you for coming back. So you guys read the title of today's video. This is my fertility journey.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type.
This is something that's very personal to me, and it's like I'm really letting you guys in. Like seriously. I shared good moments with you guys. I shared moments of me and my fiance buying a home. I shared my weight loss journey. I'm still continuing to share my weight loss journey, of course. And I feel like it was only right to share this personal journey of mine. And if this journey could help someone else, then who am I not to do it? So let's get started. So we're going to start from the beginning, okay? Typically, if you guys new here, my name is Star. I am engaged to my fiance. Her name is Honest. And we've been together 5 years now. And we always wanted to have kids. It's just now we feel like we're in a position to have kids, especially buying a home and having, you know, the good concrete foundation. And where we at in our jobs right now, we was like, this is a good position to be in right now. So let's see how this can work. So typically you'll try from home, right? Typically lesbians will always try at home, but me being me, I wanted to make sure that I'm able to get pregnant. I wanted to be positive, because trying at home in a same-sex relationship, you will have to buy specimen from a cryobank, or if you're blessed with a known donor, especially one that's like 5-10 minutes from you, that you can just call and they could just come by, or you can go by there and you could just get the specimen that you need and you can try at home. Okay, if you're blessed with that, honey, you're blessed. But anyways, trying with a known donor or trying with cryobank or a sperm bank, basically. Now, if you're trying with option B, which is the sperm bank, you will have to pay for specimen that kind of comes like this, probably a little smaller, but probably around here, basically. And that is a nicely hefty penny. It comes frozen, and it could price you around to $600 to $900, or at least $1,000 for the specimen. And the only thing about the specimen is that they give you their medical records and stuff like that, but some websites don't really give you the actual pictures of the person as an adult. You see their baby pictures, so you can have an idea of what your baby will look like. Then you see their traits, and then you see their hobbies. You see all that. And then with that, you also have to pay for shipping, which is around, depending on where you live, $50 to $200, or maybe if the bank you're going to, they have an option so you could pick it up for $50. So you're probably spending like at least $1,000 off specimen, one specimen. Now every month you track your ovulation, you making sure you're ready to go. You get the specimen, you try at home. It's different ways. You can use Mosey Baby. You can do your own syringe. Like you could pick up from CVS's. You could pick up from Walgreens. You could buy some online. You can do the typical, the new way that everybody's doing it now, is which is the soft cup. You put the specimen in the soft cup. You put the soft cup inside of you, and you know, you do your business, and then you could probably end up pregnant. That is typically how a lot of lesbians have a baby. I just broke it down for you guys if you don't know. Now, if you're younger, I'm 29. If you're really younger, pretty sure it works for you, right? But for me, I'm 29 years old, and I wanted to make sure that I don't want to waste my time and energy doing all of this if it just don't work. I'm more of a planner. I need a sure thing. This is how I am. So usually you'll go to your primary doctor or your gynecologist to do certain blood works and tests, And I also did research and I realized that the same blood work and tests that they're doing, fertility clinics do differently. So I was like, let me actually just go to the fertility clinic. Now, this part is a little pricey, you guys. This is not like a couple of $100 something here. Like this part's a little, it ain't too expensive, but you about to drop a couple of $100, okay? Because the consultation itself could run you about $300 to $400. And with the consultation is blood work, ultrasounds, and follow-ups basically. So I did the ultrasound, I did the blood work, and during my ultrasound my doctor said, you not as much as I wanted to see. And I was kind of startled. I was like, what do you mean by that? And she was like, no, don't worry about it, you're good. We'll just see what the blood work say. And basically my blood work came back a few days later that I have low AMH. Low AMH is basically saying that my egg reserve is low. It could be many reasons why your egg reserve could be low. It could be genetics. It could be you was born with less eggs than the average woman. You have low vitamin D, iron. It could be many reasons why you have a low AMH. Now, AMH cannot be fixed. It fluctuates every month, but it's not like if I'm low on vitamin D, I could just pop a pill and then boom, I'm good on my levels again. It's something you're born with. Women are born with a certain amount of eggs. And unfortunately, mine is pretty low for my age. But for my age, I should have good quality. Now, typically women's AMH drops between 35 and older, but for my age it was pretty low. So that's where I'm at. We did some more tests. I did a HSG test. It hurts, by the way. It hurts, okay? It hurts. And basically a HSG test is to see if your fallopian tubes are open, and turns out that one of my tubes were blocked. Now, it's very possible you can still get pregnant with the blocked tube. So my doctor recommended, hey, maybe we do a surgery to see if this blocked tube of yours could open. And I'm like, okay, cool. Then COVID happens. COVID happened, everything gets shut down, everything got silent for a few months. Now, me being me, I did more research and I was like, okay, if I can get it open naturally, I would do it. And you guys, I did everything you can think of. Hopefully I'm saying this word right. I did Therapeutes. I'm gonna put these, everything I use, I'm gonna put on the screen. I did Chinese medicine, I did Chinese teas, Chinese pills, I did castor oil packs, I did a massage, heating pads. I did them all. Now, usually it takes 3 to 8 months for maybe these products to work for you, and it varies from women to women. I hear multiple stories of women unblocking their tubes naturally. In my case, it didn't work. And I could have done it longer because I believe I did it for at least 3 to 4 months. Everything, every day, strategically, okay? I did it every day. Now, I could have, of course, continue to do it. But for me, hearing that my AMH was low personally, I didn't want to do something that's not 100% a sure thing. And my AMH drop lower. Because your AMH, again, it fluctuates, but it does drop gradually. And I'm like, maybe it's not for me. So everything kind of was slowly opening back up. And on June 1st, I did my hysteroscopy. Hopefully I said it right. It's not the one where they take out your whole uterus, I promise. And they tried to see if they can open my blocked tube. And unfortunately, they couldn't. The doctor tried and they was like, well, it's still one of your tubes is still blocked. I was completely devastated, you guys. Like, I was so heartbroken. Like, depression was real. I was just like, why is this so hard for me? Like, it's so easy and naturally for other women, but why for me I have to go through so much just to even try to conceive? And then part of me was like, me being stupid, you had to go get all these tests. You could have just tried at home and maybe waste a little bit of money. I don't know. I was battling, I was going through it. So now we're at the next step. So my doctor sat me down, we talked, and she was like, okay, here are options. You can still try at home, but because I have one block too, that every month, which I didn't know, and maybe this is something you probably will learn today, that women ovulate on different sides. One ovulate on the left, next month you can ovulate on the right. You just never know what side you're ovulating on. The only time you'll know if you do constant ultrasounds at the doctor's office, which is, again, is not cheap. And then that was one option. Second option was IUI. IUI is basically a very affordable, it still could be pricey, but a very affordable procedure. A lot of heterosexual couples use it when they try to take the specimen and they put it in a long syringe, and it's kind of like a pap smear. They're kind of doing sort of thing in a doctor's office, and they'll take that specimen as close as they can to your cervix while you're ovulating. So this is basically to help the specimens get to the egg, because sometimes the journey could be the reason why a lot of women can't get pregnant. That could be, again, an option. But the most she recommended for me to do was IVF. She said, especially with my AMH being low, that it could be harder for me to try IUI. It could be harder for me to get pregnant at home. So me doing more research, me sitting there, me thinking about it, I'm just like, what is the best option for us, really? Strategically wise, IUI success rates is like trying at home is like 20%, and IVF, which is in vitro fertilization, success rate is basically 48 to 44%, I believe. Is higher than IUIs, of course, but it's way more expensive. IUI could run you from $1,800 to less than $5,000, and IVF could run you to $10,000 to $20,000, and the medications are completely different for both ends. Usually with IUIs you get Clomid or Firma, and in IVF you get Menopur and Gono-F and other injection and needles. Okay, so it's just completely two different, but the results is for you to conceive. And that's where we at right now. And so what our next step is currently IVF. Something I never thought I would have to go through again. IVF is like a huge stigma on IVF, especially in the Black community. Is like nobody talks about it, and when you do hear about it, you just hear how painful and brutal and shots and needles and the not success rate stories, and it's a lot. You hear more negative than good sometimes. Then you hear the positive stories, but it depends on where you're hearing it from. Now for me, I was just like, is this, I always said it from the beginning, I am not doing IVF. That's no, I'm not doing it. Nope. God have other plans for me. You know what they say, when you make a plan, God laughs. Ha ha ha. But I am a true believer that God wouldn't put me nothing that I can't handle. So who am I to go against God? So obviously I'm here for a different journey that, one, I can't plan. Two, I don't know the outcome. And three, is scary as shit. But I have to give my faith that it will all work out. And I truly believe that I'm on this journey for a reason. I don't know why I'm on this journey, but again, God have other reasons. But I truly believe that I'm on this journey for, I don't know, you guys, this is crazy. It's crazy, for real. Again, this is real personal, okay? Another reason why I wanted to do these videos is because while I was going through my emotions and battling if this really for me, and I'm doing my research, I'm on YouTube, I'm on all these other groups, I didn't see that many women out there that represent me and a familiar face, basically. And it's like, it'd be nice to see someone like, oh wow, you went through this, it's great. Like, what's your experience? How did you feel? Again, in the Black community, it's a big stigma when it comes to IVF. It's like not talked about. And if I can help another woman, if I can be another woman's survival guide and let her know that it's light at the end of the tunnel, then so be it. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. If you guys are going through IVF, or if you got fertility issues or anything, you can reach out. You can DM me on my Instagram, on my Facebook. We could talk. We could be fertility buddies. Wherever you want, you guys, I'm here to give a helping hand. What I will suggest is, if you are on Facebook, there's so many groups out there. Oh my God. Is so many groups out there, so many beautiful women who's going through infertility right now, and you are not alone. Listen, do not carry this burden by yourself. Even if you don't want to tell your family members or your close friends, let these women in these groups be your guide. Now, as a pro to a con to these groups. Pros, you're not alone, you're reaching out. Cons, you will be comparing yourself to these women and their results and their journeys, and it could be depressing on you. So go into these groups with an open mind, but try not to get so caught up in these groups to the point that it brings you to depression if it doesn't work out, or if something doesn't come right, or your numbers are not the same as her numbers. It's a 50-50 chance, but those groups are there and there's plenty of them. So if you're from the group, comment down below. And yes, so this is my fertility journey, you guys. I hope you guys are ready for a ride, because I'm about to take you on a serious ride. Hopefully it's not a long journey for me. God. Hopefully it's not a long journey for me. I'm just saying. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something from this video, because I know I learned a lot going through this journey. You guys, I'm about to take y'all on a ride. But if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button if you want to watch our fertility journey and everything that we have going on going through this IVF process. Please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Can I take you there? Can I take you there?